Good day, guys. Matty Sims here. Welcome to episode 2 of my Socceroos save on Football Manager 2019. And as promised today, we will have the first game of the Asian Cup group stage. But first, we've got to get to the draw. And silly me, I just didn't realise the friendly against France will be in March. So I guess that will be a nice friendly to get into after the Asian Cup and see maybe where we stand after an Asian Cup tournament and against a quality opposition like France. So we'll go into the group stage draw now. And I think we can really get anyone. I don't think it matters who we can get. So we'll do automatic draw for the first few and see where we go. And Jordan are drawn first in Group A. And we're Group B. Okay, so straight away we've been drawn. So let's just draw next team. Let's get it done rather quickly. So we don't get South Korea, luckily. Bahrain. Okay, so that's probably the best of the bunch out of those guys there. Luckily, we didn't get South Korea. And we'll skip ahead. Qatar, who I'm not sure if Qatar are a good team, a good nation on this game. We'll take a quick look at them. What's their values like? I mean, they got a few valuable players, but no one really standing out. And they got an old team, so they haven't gone with the policy of young players like they have in real life, which is a bit disappointing, but I guess the Qatar League isn't on this game, is it? So, as a playable league. So, we don't have Japan either. They have been drawn. Syria have been drawn in Group A. Lebanon. So, another easier team for us, I'd say. That group there is looking a bit strong, as well as Group F. And India, Iran, UAE, that's a pretty strong group as well. Draw next team, Turkmenistan, Kuwait, Tajikistan. So who can we get? We can get Thailand, Vietnam, Oman, Uzbekistan, Yemen. You know, probably the best one for us is Yemen to get, but Uzbekistan, Oman, they're a couple good teams. Thailand, a good team as well. And we get Oman. So not the worst group, but, you know, not an easy group either. It's going to be a tough, quest to get through. And as you just seen, then Thailand got drawn. We'll skip ahead one now. And there we go. So, I mean, the closest country to us is Oman, 40 places away from us in the world ranking. And in the sevens, Dubai. Okay, so what stadium is that? What's that hold? 50,000 capacity, so nice big stadium. The Khalid bin Mohammed Stadium, only 14,000, so a big drop there in stadium size. And the Banias Club Stadium, and 10,000. So open up with a big stadium against in a big stadium against who's first up? Lebanon, but yeah. So temperature at 7 is what would be used to in Canberra, so that's all right. And yeah, I'll be back, guys. I'll arrange friendlies quickly. We'll see who we can get, see if we can get any big nations before. So 27th of December. We'll have one game at home. What can we get? Can we get Brazil down? Oh, okay, Brazil. Hopefully they accept. And we'll do a couple friendlies made away in the UAE. Can we do multiple friendlies? And there. So, and then again, just the host nation, just to get used to the climate. And there we go, guys. Anyway, we're back in one moment with, we'll see if we get this friendly against Brazil accepted, and they accept it. So what we'll do is, we'll have the friendly against Brazil in this episode, and seeing how long that runs for, we'll then have the first group game as well against, was it Lebanon? So yeah, be back in one moment, guys. Here we go, guys. The match is finally here. Taking me a while to sim through, but before we do get into the match, I'll show you the squad we have assembled for the Asian Cup and this friendly against Brazil. And I've tried to go with as much versatility as I possibly can and get as much depth in the areas that we need. A few injuries, so Matthew Leckie is missing out due to injury. So we've decided to recall Robbie Cruz, who is a bit of a not wanted footballer in Australia. You know, a lot of people dislike him, but his league form 7.5 average rating, 7.05, sorry, and 9 appearances and 2 goals. So, and 3 assists. He won't start because I want to go with the younger players, but definitely a great option. Can play all across the attacking areas, which is needed. But this is what our starting 11 will look like, most likely. Matty Ryan in goal, as we know, the best goalkeeper Australia's got. Frank Karasic, who you would have seen in the last episode, Ziegler, Sainsbury, and Aziz Beich. Aziz Beich hasn't played a lot of football, so he will be fighting for that left-back spot with Gersbach, who, against Brazil, I'm going to give him both 45 minutes. Aaron Moy is back from injury in his first camp with us. Jackson Irvine as our ball-winning midfielder. Azani, Rogic, and A1 Mabil as our attacking midfielders. And an unknown name that a lot of you won't know, Apostolos Giannou. I just couldn't turn down. 9 goals in 15 games, as well as 4 assists. A 7.27 average rating. 6 goals in 6 cup starts. An 8.28. And also some European football right there. 4 games. A 6.7, so not the best, but they would have definitely been the underdogs. And look at that, he can play nearly everywhere. He's going to be our pressing forward. So in this Brazil game, we finally get a chance to play with our defensive tactic and see how it shapes up against a bigger team. But I think definitely that is our best 11 that we can possibly get. Quite a lot of high values, which is good. Aaron Moy, our most valued player at 22 million. But other than that, I don't think there's really any names that I have to go through. Tommy Juric returns for us, who's yet to be in this series. And we're going to play Brazil. What we will do is just change it over to that. So it's literally just sitting back a bit deeper and let's see what we can do. Grant is out injured. It is only 2 to 4 days, so we'll just drop him out of the squad. And I think that's it. Anything else we have to go by? I don't think so. We're playing on cautious. Hopefully, this tactic can sort of work out for us, especially against bigger teams, because the goal of the series is, I guess, it is to win a World Cup. Imagine if, as Australia, we could take them to a World Cup final. But anyway, they're playing probably probably their strongest lineup. Diego Alves is probably their third choice keeper, but the back four looks to be their strongest. Midfield is probably around abouts their strongest. Arthur and Rafinha are probably a couple of backups. Casemiro is probably start him in there. But other than that, Coutinho, Neymar, Marquinhos, Marcelo, Fagner as well, who did play at the World Cup, and they go off the same lineup as us, same formation, so definitely copying me as a major. And Ziegler, who a little bit unfit, but what do we say? We're huge on dogs, no pressure. So what you've got, yeah, a couple of unfit players, but that's right. Anyway, we're playing at the MCG, so hopefully it's a sold-out game. But there we go. Kick off by Barcelona. We've got a lot of Barcelona players, don't they? Brazil. And 5 minutes gone and no highlights, I guess, which is a good thing. I mean, they're getting a lot of chances, though. We've just had a shot. 15 minutes gone, and we're going to have the first highlight here by the looks of things. Crossed in. Mabil! A1 Mabil has scored against Brazil! It has a little ring to it. A1 Mabil has scored against Brazil. Terrible. Well, I'm going to praise the boys for the great start. 15 minutes in. Well, that's not good. Aaron Moy looking complacent. Played down the line to Giannou, who plays it back to Mabil. Moy plays it to Irvine, who outside the foot for Giannou. Oh, is that the highlight? Or is he going to continue? And that was the highlight. Azani with another set piece. Crossed in. Back post. Moy shoots. Saved. Patrick Ziegler. We're 2-0 up against Brazil. 20 minutes in. Can you believe it? I can't. Great delivery once again. Nodded back by looked like Giannou. Maybe it was the Brazilian player. Moy can't get his shot off and it falls to Ziegler. Oh my. And now watch it all fall apart. Moy can't control the ball. It's turned over. Get out to him, Beige. Get out to him. Everton through. Good save. Tapped in by Coutinho. Chaka concentrate. Oh, and now don't tell me this is where we give up a 2-0 lead against Brazil. Just didn't get out to him. And they strolled through. That's disappointing to see. Whew. Matty Ryan now. Bajic. Plays it into Rogic. That's good. Come on. Control it. Gianu. Play it back. Rogic. Mabil. Swings it out to Azani. Crossed in. Keeper's come for it. Thought maybe he might lose that one there. Gianu, as you see, he's not giving the goalkeeper any. Don't give him any room. Launches it forward. Sainsbury will head it down. Rogic, Mabil. Back to Rogic. Plays it into Gianu, who plays it out swiftly to Azani. Plays it into Gianu! And it's 3-1! 25 minutes in! What is going on? Brazil have not shown up tonight, that's for sure. Oh my, is this the tactic of dreams? Gianu. That's it, you've got to pick players on form, and that's what I've done with this, this squad. I don't like that Moyes complacent, but we're going to make changes at half time. It might cost us the game, but I want to give a few players, a run in the game. Especially Gersbach, who, he's only got 80%, so maybe bring him on, 60th minute instead, give him 20 minutes or half an hour. Just chuck it to get creative, because I know that it gives the players a lot of confidence. Is that headed out? Sainsbury down to Coutinho, and that is dodgy, sweating it like that. And we look a little suspect. I mean, they are a massive team, so maybe against the Asian nations, we won't be as open as that. And Ryan just couldn't get a hand to it. Probably should have. Pressured by the feedback. That's right. Half-time, 3-2 up. That's really all that matters. I will make a couple changes, though. Keep the guard against complacency. Ziegler's loose. Yeah, we're going to sub him off anyway. So who do we go with? Marking, tackle. German's been in amazing form for club, but he doesn't have any pace in him. So we'll bring on Degenak, and Dzeko, who's been in amazing form, we'll bring on for... Oh, he's not a... Actually, we'll do a like for like. Oh, Longa's not even like for like. That's all we'll do for now. And Irvine's pressured by the feedback, so we will bring Mark Milligan on as that ball-winning midfielder. Just 3 subs. We've got 6 subs. So, I'm not fussed about the result, but this has been a great performance, especially with a tactical style we haven't used yet. Bajic is looking nervous, so we'll look at bringing Gersbach on as soon as we can. We'll give him half an hour, Gersbach, against the mighty Brazil. They've changed keepers over. Fagner, Otavio, crossed in. Karasic heads away. Rafina over the bar. We'll make a sub now. Bring Gersbach on at left back. Just he's looking nervous. That's, a good time to change, really. What we'll do is bring Robbie Cruz on, actually. And we'll put Azani as the number 10, just for now. And I'll probably bring Economides on for Azani in a moment. Would like to keep one sub as a time waster. Casio, it was Diego Alves, the starting goalkeeper. Karasic, and that's a poor header. Straight down to Luan. Across the face, Rafina. Otavio. And we've given up a 2-goal lead. That's disappointing. Karasic for poor header. So and Matty Ryan just flaps out it. He's a quality goalkeeper. That should not be happening. Karasic has had a poor game. We don't have a right back to bring on. Could always chuck Degenak there. He just hasn't looked up to it, has he? What we might do is put Matty German. Bring Matty German on, put Degenek there. Just, yeah. It's just a poor game by Karasic. A 5.8. You can't be doing that against, the might of Brazil. Played in. Luan, Fagner. Great tackle. And Gianu, can he get there? He does. Come on, turn and pass. Pass it. He had an option to pass. That is just ridiculous. Otavio, Matty Ryan finally makes a save. We'll look at the stats in depth when we get a chance soon. Chuck out to get creative. You never know. It might inspire him, and it has inspired him a little bit at least. 5 minutes ago. A draw, hopefully, it is a friendly, but a draw with Brazil isn't, nothing to sneeze at. That's a good effort. And the fact that we did go 2 goals up is disappointing. It's not have won, but, we went up 2 goals twice. But it's always going to be tough. And we did make changes as well to the team. And Karasic just had an absolute shocker of a game, to be fair. Is there anywhere we can see in-depth stats? Here we go. So, clear-cut chances. We only left them at 1, and they had 9 long shots. Apologies, guys. Just got a phone call. So, had to cut the recording and stuff. So, we'll take a quick look at the match stats. As you see, we did well. Only had that stopped them at having only 1 clear-cut chance, and they had 9 long shots. So, the tactic looked to work, and it's just, in the end, they got too many chances on us. But if you see, our match ratings, they're pretty similar to theirs. They didn't really have any standout players except Otavio, but we had Azani and Gianu. So, a good performance all round, I'd say. We will cut the episode at the end of this match. We won't do 2 matches. Due to the fact, good result, yeah. It's run a bit longer, and I want this to be short, 15-minute episode sort of thing. So, next episode, we will have the first group game, but yeah, we need to build, that's for sure. Planet Football, okay. So we'll check the schedule real quick. Was it still there? Anyway. So next episode, we'll have the first group game against Lebanon and Bahrain, and depending on... was that friendly going with France? Oh, did they cancel it for Peru? Are you kidding me? Well, I'm cancelling that versus France. Anyway, we'll have the first and second group games, and we'll see where we stand, and hopefully we do get into the automatic qualification straight from the first 2 games. But yeah, we'll take a quick look at the Asian Cup and just have a look at what there is. We're at the profile stage, and it's a 6-group tournament. I don't know what the hell I was just about to say there. 6 groups, so I think it goes straight into the round of 16, I believe. Round or quarterfinals, maybe, possibly. Show us, not what shows. Anyway, why am I rambling on for? Anyway, I've lost my train of thought after the phone call. So, we'll be back. If you've enjoyed the episode, guys, I'm sorry for this last few minutes of just absolute bollocks. But, as you see, next episode, we'll have the first 2 group games against Lebanon and Bahrain. And we'll see how we go through the group. And hopefully we'll get a good challenge from these 2, because we won't have some good episodes. But, nice smashing as well wouldn't be too bad. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy the episode, despite my rambling on these last few minutes, I hope you enjoyed the episode. And, drop a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you in the next episode.